Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. So, I heard that Mickey is having a not so scary Halloween party, and I was like, hey, that sounds fun. So, I asked a friend if she could come with me, and she said she was going to come with me, but I don't have a costume yet. I was thinking of going as Iridessa from Tinkerbell. Uh, that's pretty simple, but I don't have a costume yet. I looked on Amazon and all they have are this and this and this one. And they were all pretty much $22 and they don't look like Iridessa costumes. I couldn't find any Iridessa costumes. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just make my own costume. But the thing is, I don't know how to make a fairy costume. So I will be going to Hobby Lobby and buying some art supplies to make my own Iridessa costume. So let's go to Hobby Lobby and see what they have. All right, we're back. Where are my glasses? From Hobby Lobby, I got 8 of these fabric things. And then I got some fabric glue in case I need it. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not. And I got this for the wings, just tights. And then I got this from Walmart because Hobby Lobby didn't have it. I know, right? And then the last thing I got, elastic from the dollar store. I couldn't find it anywhere. Items you will need are scissors, pencil, cardboard, wire, ties for the wings, a glue gun, a marker or a Sharpie for later in the process, elastic, and fabric. All right, let's get started. Now keep in mind, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is my first attempt making a fairy costume. If you are planning to make a fairy costume as well, then let's learn together. If you are not, feel free to watch for the end result. What I'm doing here is I just took my pencil and I drew a picture of what I wanted my wings to look like, and then I'm going to cut it out and take that cardboard that I just cut out and trace it on the other side of the cardboard and cut it out so that my wings are symmetrical. Now that the top part of my fairy wings are done, I'm going to reiterate the same process that I did for the bottom wings. Now that I have cut the cardboard into the shape that I want my wings to look like, next I'm going to take the wire and I'm going to trace the perimeter of the cardboard with the metal wire, and then I'm going to cut it. Once I cut the wire, I'm going to coil both ends of the wire together so that they don't come apart. Be sure when you're doing this part of the project, you want to trace the perimeter of the cardboard before you cut the wire, because if you cut the wire before you trace the perimeter of the wing, you're going to end up cutting the wire too short and it won't be able to fit around your wings, and then you're going to have to buy a whole nother set of wire to finish the project. Now that you're done putting the wire around the perimeter of the wings, the next step to do is take your scissor and cut a hole through the center of the wing. Be sure that when you're doing this step, you want to leave a thick amount of cardboard on either side of the hole that you cut so that your wing is stable and will not flop on you. When you're done doing this process, you want to put the wires back around the wings, and you're going to hot glue the wire around the perimeter of the wing and let the hot glue dry. Once the glue dries, you're going to cut the top and the bottom of the tights. and then you're going to stretch it out. And put it over your wing. And you're also going to stretch it out. And you're going to use your hot glue gun to glue down the edges. By now you're probably wondering why I'm not using the wings that I've been using throughout the video. If this is the case, this wing I'm working on right here was a trial and error wing that I just decided to use as an example. You don't want to pull too tight. If you do, it's going to end up bending your cardboard in half. And you want it to look like this, but you just want to continue gluing all the way down. Alright, so I was just looking around my house just to find things that I can probably add to my wings, and I found some spray paint. You do not have to use spray paint, but I'm just extra, so I was like, maybe it would look cool if I use a spray paint on my wings, so I just added it to my wing. Alright, if you chose to spray paint your wings, you are going to wait for it to dry. While you are waiting for it to dry, you are going to want to start with your fairy skirt. In this case, I will be making my skirt for Iridessa. So you're going to need your scissors and your marker or Sharpie. Next, you're going to take the fabric and you're going to outline on your fabric a shape that looks like a petal, because Iridessa's skirt is a petal of a sunflower. To make the process go faster, you're going to want to put at least 4 of your fabrics together. Cut along this line. Once you are done cutting, you want to take your elastic band, your hot glue gun, and your petals and hot glue it to the elastic. Keep in mind, when you are hot gluing your petals, you want to hot glue it inside. So you want to hold it where the inside of the band is held towards you, and then you want to hot glue the petal inside, because once you're done, you're going to flip it over so that it covers the white part on the outside. Once your wings are dried, if you spray painted it, they will look like this. Also, I did change the shape of the bottom of my wing because I didn't like it. So I changed it to this instead of the other one that I did at the beginning of the video. I just put some patterns on the wing with the pencil. So then I'm gonna do it on this one as well. Alright, time for the hardest part of this project, putting the wings together. Okay, so you are going to need your scissors, cardboard, and your glue gun. So for this part, you are going to take your wings, put it on the ground so that they are symmetrical. You're going to cut 4 pieces of cardboard, about in a rectangular shape. What I'm doing here is I'm going to take a small piece of rectangular cardboard and I'm going to place it underneath both of the wings, and then I'm going to pick up one side of the wing and glue it down, and then pick up the other side of the wing and glue it down. To attach the top wings to the bottom wings, I'm going to place cardboard on the very top of the bottom wings, and then I'm going to glue it down. Then I'm gonna put hot glue on top of that cardboard that I glued down and put the top wings on top of the hot glue. So I want my wings to not be a strap, but I want it to be a belt. So what I'm going to do is put this on my wings as if I was going to wear it as a belt. To attach the elastic to the wings, I'm going to hot glue the elastic at the junction where the bottom and the top wings meet. That's it. I hope you learned some stuff. I hope it helped you. I'm sorry if it did not help you as much as you thought it would have helped you. But remember, this was like my very first time attempting to make a fairy costume. I did not look on YouTube for any advice on how to make it. I just wanted to try and see if I can make it myself without depending on other people's thoughts. But it's a messy project. Just think before you actually try to do something, and then you will, like, if you don't think about how you want things to go together, you're probably going to end up ruining it, and then you're going to have to start all over. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck on your project.